EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From spectacular Pebble Beach, California, final round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Tell you what, we have seen some tremendous golf this week, outdone only by the incredible beauty that is the coastline of the Monterey Peninsula. As we check the Sunday leaderboard, our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second with this par 4. Okay, not too bad there.
A little bit further than I would have hoped.
It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie.
Always
that is
do
not
that
what
extra
you want to
pick.
see on the first hole. He's already thinking
That's
this
always right.
better not be one of those
I need to
days.
stop doing that extra
Too bad. He's now in that 40% category. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at 20 under. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the lap.
Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives.
Every time.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here, the second. He moves to 21 under par. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Yes.
What a shot. I mean, from that line, it could have gone a bunch of different ways, but it went the way you want them all to go. Right into the hole. With Stillwater Bay on the right, this is Pebble's picturesque 333-yard par 4 fourth. Tee shot could be anything from long iron to driver, but beware of the 9 bunkers surrounding the fairway and green. And a splash of sand there. Is this ball going to wind up in the bunker off the tee? After a big drive, he'll dig in for a second out of the sand. Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. That's going to move him to 24 under par. First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer, you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left, but this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
Yeah, solid shot right there, and it'll be a good look at birdie here at number 5. 11 feet away. Oh, how about a beauty there. It is in for a birdie, and he's got it to 25 under par now. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. Now this for another birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And with that, his score moves to 26 under par.
This is a good round.
Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. Wow, that is some kind of nice right there to 4 feet and a very good look at birdie. From close range, this for a 2. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And that's going to move him to 27 under par. From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8th. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Aggressive off the tee, ball lucky not to run out of fairway and into the ocean. but now sitting in an ideal spot with access to the green.
I always looked inside that 15 feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Oh, still didn't make
That
it.
one's going to go begging.
it
He
clipped the
misses
other way.
right. Frustration there.
That's a
Okay,
shame.
good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. The thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off at the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, all right, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention.
Why is the hardest par 4 in the world?
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Oh, no, slow. It's in the bunker.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world.
It's not the worst shot. It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. And that is going to mean this was a 28 on the front side. 7 under par. Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4. Once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Chance now for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
I wanted to give it the extra click. But I remember the extra clicks we went past.
So that in for par to start this backside. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
Nice approach shot, and another good thing about that, left it below the hole.
Oh, look at that
Just
again.
gonna sneak on by. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. And now we arrive at the 202-yard par 3 12. Best to work the ball right to left, landing as softly as possible on one of the firmest greens at Pebble Beach.
No, this is okay. That was not slow. Wow.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. He's going to maintain that substantial lead.
Well, this par 4 13th hole doesn't show up on a lot of postcards the way, say, the 8th hole would. But, Frank, this is a legitimate and challenging par 4, isn't it? It certainly is, Rich. 400 yards, but it plays longer than that by virtue of being uphill. But the addition of those 3 bunkers in on the right side have certainly shrunk the width of this fairway. Plus, it still tips from the right side to the left side. And you've got an uphill second shot. So, I've seen everything here. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, you name it.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
He's in a good spot, 126 yards left to the flag. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
Hold.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings. Oh, how about the touch right there? Very well done.
Hard to do much better than that. It was nearly perfect.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13. He'll remain at 27 under. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
Slow again.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. We really need a birdie right now.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. No.
Oh, par the entire back nine, aren't I?
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds. Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
That is absolutely fine. Now this for another birdie.
Oh my God.
That singes the right edge, but doesn't go down.
Wow.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay right where he is. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. A nice round number here, an even 100 yards coming up for his second.
Look at that backspin.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Oh.
Yep, not bad.
joke.
Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll remain right where he is. From Jack at the 1972 U.S. Open to Tom Watson, the same championship, 1982. The 182-yard par 3 penultimate hole at Pebble Beach has provided historical drama time after time.
I'll take that.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. 15 feet away.
Putt, in theory. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par.
Incredible.
And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, you don't need to say a whole lot. AT&T, Pebble Beach.
It's such a beautiful finishing hole, Rich. Two of my favorites really are this hole here, just looking at that tee shot, and the 18th at St. Andrews because of exactly where you are. But, this hole, when you look at the water there, Stillwater Cove, it's so beautifully framed by the bunkers. And then when you start to look at the tee shot, you start to notice what the designer's done, just leaving the tree there in the middle of the fairway. So the decision is, do I play short, left, or right? And it's not the only tree on the hole, too, because that upcoming second shot, you have another tree short right to contend with. But if there's ever a hole you want a birdie to finish, this is the one.
Oh, what a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Par all the way to an end.
So this a tremendous week of golf, and in the end, for our featured player, Frank gets a 3rd career victory.
And a good one. They're starting to come a little quicker. I think confidence is starting to grow. It'll be really interesting these next 12 months to see if they can absolutely springboard from this position.
So for Frank Nobilo, Toto Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.